Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, recently there have been some changes in the travel restrictions and exemptions for Canada. More people have been allowed to come in. So we know that starting from 21st November, the government of Canada has made it mandatory that if you're coming into Canada, submit your details using this ArriveCan app before you come. So that is why I'm going to show you how it works. Of course, I'm not going to submit the final stage of the details, but I'll be able to give you a good idea. So first of all, I searched and downloaded this app from my app store. That you can do. This is an iOS device, but it works on Android as well. So here you have the option, which one would you like to select? English, French and Spanish. I selected English. You can select based on your details. Start. You have to accept to the privacy agreement. Next. If you don't have an account, you can create one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that now. All right, so the after the app was I created the account, it sent a verification code to the email address that was shared, and that is what I have used the code here. And now click on next. Now it is asking that how are you actually coming in, entry by air, entry by land or entry by marine. So let's say you are coming by entry by air. Your exempt, are you travel exempt? So if you select yes, it's gonna ask that which one you are gonna provide: essential service, cross border, medical support, trade or transport. If I go back and click no, now it tells you that under non-exemption, under which subcategory you are allowed to: family reunification, temporary foreign worker, study, international student, compassionate grounds. Which one of this matters to you? So if you're an international student, select this, study. If you're a temporary foreign worker, select this. And if you are a family member, they have even provided some information also who can enter. If you are a foreign national intending to enter Canada for a period of at least 15 days to be with an immediate family member who is a Canadian citizen, permanent resident, and select this. Click next. Now it's gonna ask you your flight into Canada, airport, airline. If you say let's say you're coming through Air Canada, flight number. So let's say you're coming from India, so there's a direct flight AC43. Now you can select the date. Let's say you are coming on December 2nd, and it lands around 5 a.m. 5:06 if I'm not wrong, the direct flight. Done. Airport, let's say Toronto Pearson International Terminal 1. This you can get in your booking itinerary itself. Next. Add your details here. If you are traveling as part of family or group, you can add multiple travelers after. So this point is really important. Like if you are coming as a family or group, using one app itself, you can submit all their details, as you can read it here. All right, let's say what are the options I have. Let's say you're coming on passport and it has been issued in India. Document number. Document number. Let me create some sample Indian document number. I think this is how it works. Sing. So let's say there's a guy whose name is John Smith is coming. So Smith. Smith. First name, let's say, is John. There's no middle name. Date of birth, whatever is applicable in your case. Let's say I make this guy in 1980. 40 years, too old, right? 1990, not too old, I'm just saying. 1990. All right, done. Click on next. So if you have more travelers, click here, add another traveler. Next. Please provide the address where you will be reached during next 14 days. So if you're gonna returning home, put returning home. If you are staying with friends or family, if you're like visiting your family, then put this information: hotel, motel, hostel or rental accommodation like Airbnb and all. Put the other. So okay, and you know what, this auto populates this screen whatever address you enter. That's why I'm gonna freeze my screen now, and then I'll show you in the next stage. Alright guys, so after you put your information, address, it's gonna ask for your phone number. Primary number you should provide, secondary is optional, you can select the type. Okay, let me see, I'll try to put a random number, 6. I'm not sure if there are validation in the place. Okay, email address, like it was auto populated with the email that you had registered, so I have changed it before I started recording the screen. Let me click next. Okay, so it accepted. Anyway, I'm not gonna submit it. Do you have accommodation where you can quarantine for 14 days? Your name is coming. If you have more travelers, or their names will come just beneath this, and you will have yes, no, same check boxes or not. You can read it. Click on yes. Next. Are there vulnerable people? You can find out the definition of vulnerable people there. Yeah. If you quarantine accommodation, a group living environment like home or senior residence, no. Different families, like when multiple families share a single home, no. Do you have food utensils delivered to your accommodation quarantine? Yes. Next. Now this is the very important step about self-assessment. Do you have any such symptoms? No. Whatever is applicable. Okay. So this is now submit button that I'm not gonna submit, because this is like, after that it's gonna generate a code, and that you can show when you board a flight or when you come to Canada. So that is how simple it is, guys. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a like, comment, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel always absolutely free to ask. Thank you, guys.